2017 was a very important year for me because it resurrected the 3D platformer. With a game like Super Mario Odyssey competing for Game of the Year awards, this genre has definitely become relevant once again. A Hat in Time was under the radar due to Super Mario Odyssey, but this game is a masterpiece in its own right. Before we dive into the game itself, let's talk about the controls. Hat Girl controls beautifully. She can double jump, and that double jump can be intertwined with the dive function, which almost makes it like a triple jump. On the surface, A Hat in Time almost acts as a spiritual successor to Super Mario 64. You have your hub world, you have a telescope that basically symbolizes the world that you need to enter, and then you have hourglasses that symbolize the level completed. This formula is something that we're all familiar with because of all the Mario games, and this could have worked out throughout the entire game. Everyone remembers Peach's castle as the hub world, the painting symbolizing a world, and the stars symbolizing a level. A Hat in Time definitely takes inspiration from Mario 64 in this aspect. However, A Hat in Time is very experimental with its gameplay. It's not just a 3D platformer, it's actually many different playstyles all in one game. You see, the worlds change as you progress. There's a level in the first world called Mafia Town where the entire town is filled with lava. This gave me a Super Mario Sunshine type vibe because the intro of the level kind of showed me where some of the faucets were, and I was basically just exploring the level, and that was it. Later on, the gameplay will flip from exploration to a more linear type path when you enter the bird world. In one level, the goal is to solve a murder on a train. This level brought me way back to more of like the Zelda Ocarina of Time elements, where you're sneaking past the guards to get to Zelda and Hyrule Castle, and you have to find keys to open up doors and certain puzzles. This game truly shows you that there's a lot more than just running and jumping. Another Zelda similarity that I just have to point out was when I found the hookshot in this game. I fell down a well, and that's where I found the hookshot. The only way to escape the well is to utilize the hookshot, so this is where the tutorial-based challenge comes into play, and it's very similar to all the Ocarina of Time puzzles whenever you get any new item. Just when you think that's it, there's even more gameplay to be covered. In another level, you have to stop a train from blowing up. You need to save the day by platforming your way to the front of the train and hitting a switch to deactivate the bomb. This reminded me of Super Mario Galaxy because it's just pure 3D platforming at its finest. There are also time rift orbs that you can find throughout all of the levels. These orbs are reminiscent of the Super Mario Sunshine levels where you lose your water jet and you need to just rely on your platforming to progress. In A Hat in Time, you get different hats which grant you different abilities. This allows you to backtrack and find different parts of the game that were inaccessible at the time but now are accessible due to your new ability. I'm sorry to do this, but I have to nitpick about something, and it's the fact that this game only took me 8 hours to complete. Other than that though, I really can't even find a flaw, so more on to the good stuff. The controls are fantastic, the gameplay is challenging enough without it being unfair, and the world is interactive. There's tons of content. I felt a sense of nostalgia when playing A Hat in Time. Although it came out in 2017, A Hat in Time is a time machine that takes you back to the N64 and GameCube days. These were the good old days where in-game currency was not present and there weren't a million shooters oversaturating the market. It's very unfortunate that A Hat in Time came out around the same time as Super Mario Odyssey. I believe that this is ultimately going to cripple its sales. Although A Hat in Time can't go toe-to-toe with a polished juggernaut like Mario Odyssey, it's still a fantastic game in its own right. I can only hope that this review inspires more people to try out this game because I want a sequel. The more people who download this game on Steam, Xbox One, and PS4, the more likely the game developers will want to create a sequel. Yeah, I want you to get this game for selfish reasons. I want more of this. I want to play more, so buy it for me. Seriously though, if you're a fan of Super Mario 64, Banjo Kazooie, DK64, Mario Sunshine, Zelda, and even Mario Odyssey, then you will without question enjoy A Hat in Time. It has Zelda Wind Waker graphics that are combined with the Mario Rare Collectathon gameplay. It's a must-have for any old school gamer who's fond of the 3D platformer. Let me know in the comments if there are any other great indie games of 2017, but I truly think this is going to win Indie Game of the Year. Let me know what you think.